The internet is a vast digital landscape where people share everything: photos, opinions, even secrets. Sometimes, a moment cuts through the noise, a raw, unfiltered confession, broadcast live, often by accident. These digital confessions are a modern phenomenon, real-time, unscripted, and deeply human. They remind us that behind every username is a real person, capable of anything. This is the story of Marcus Hale, a regular guy whose late-night confession would change everything. He wasn't famous, just a small-time streamer, playing games in his bedroom, but a single question from a viewer would unravel his carefully constructed world. What happens when a secret whispered into the digital void takes on a life of its own? This is a tale of guilt, online intimacy, and the internet's unblinking eye, which never forgets. Let's begin on a night that started like any other, but ended with a revelation that shocked everyone. Before that night, Marcus Hale was just another face in the crowd of online streamers. His channel, Mark Plays, was a small, quiet corner of the internet with a loyal following. Viewers tuned in for his calm streams and gentle conversation, not flashy gameplay. Marcus, in his late 20s, was unassuming, relaxed, friendly, and always ready to listen. His streams were a digital living room, a place of comfort and routine. He'd log on after his IT job, greet regulars, and settle into slow-paced games. He remembered details about his viewers' lives, offered advice, and listened to their struggles. To his community, he was more than a streamer, he was a friend. This intimacy and trust made his channel special. No one suspected that, behind his calm exterior, Marcus was hiding a heavy secret. His stream was an escape, for his viewers, and for himself. It was a world where real-life messiness could be kept at bay, if only for a while. But that illusion was about to shatter. The night of the confession began like any other. It was a quiet Tuesday, a little after 11 p.m. Marcus was live, playing a space exploration game, his face lit by the soft glow of his monitor. Around 40 viewers watched as he navigated his digital spaceship. The chat was filled with gentle banter, exams, movies, weekend plans. Marcus responded with his usual warmth, sipping tea and sharing small jokes. The game's slow pace set a tranquil mood, perfect for conversation. For over an hour, everything was ordinary, mundane, even comforting. The viewers felt like they knew Marcus, at least the version he showed them, but beneath the surface, something was about to break. There was no warning, no hint of what was coming. The stage was set for a moment that would change everything. The turning point came from a simple question in the chat. Pixel Pilot asked, "Hey Mark, have you ever done something you can't take back?" It was the kind of late-night question that invites honesty. Marcus stopped playing. His ship drifted in space. He stared at the chat, silent. The mood shifted. The chat went quiet, waiting. Marcus finally spoke, his voice barely above a whisper. "Something I can't take back. Yeah, I have." He looked away, eyes distant. "It was a long time ago. I was young, stupid, driving home from a party." He hesitated, voice trembling. "It was dark. Someone stepped out. I didn't see them until it was too late." He closed his eyes. "I panicked. I drove away." The confession was raw, unplanned, a secret finally spoken aloud. The cozy stream had become a confessional. Marcus's viewers were no longer just an audience, they were witnesses. The digital mask had slipped, revealing the weight he'd carried for years. In that moment, Marcus Hale was no longer just a streamer. He was a man confessing to a terrible truth. The silence that followed was heavy, electric. The internet was about to change his life forever. The confession hung in the air, stunning everyone. The chat, usually lively, froze. No one knew what to say. "Wait, what? Is this real? You're kidding, right?" The disbelief was palpable. Some hoped it was a joke. Others sensed the truth. The cozy community was now confronted with something dark and real. Marcus sat, head in hands, anguish written on his face. The intimacy of the stream now felt suffocating. There was no way to pause or edit. Everyone was trapped in this raw moment together. Some viewers began recording the stream, realizing this was no longer private. The confession was out there, captured and preserved. The internet was about to do what it does best: share. The digital living room had become a stage for a global audience. The secret could not be taken back. The world was watching. It didn't take long for the confession to escape Marcus's small channel. Someone clipped the moment and posted it on Reddit. Small-time streamer confesses to hit and run. The clip exploded, spreading across social media: Reddit, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Major news outlets picked up the story by morning. Headlines blared: "Gamer confesses to hit and run during livestream." Marcus's face was everywhere, his pain replayed for millions. The internet turned his private crisis into viral entertainment. His once quiet channel was flooded with strangers, searching for clues. The small, intimate community was gone, replaced by a massive, curious, and often hostile crowd. The story resonated because it was unscripted, real, and tragic. The internet's hunger for content had made Marcus infamous overnight. There was no going back. As the clip spread, the internet became obsessed with solving the mystery. Online sleuths scoured Marcus's streams for clues: location, age, details. They pieced together his city from years of offhand comments. Soon, they matched his confession to a real cold case: a university student killed in a hit-and-run 8 years prior. The details lined up: dark road, late night, the right timeline. Forums buzzed with theories, cross-referencing Marcus's old posts and local news. They found a social media post about his car repairs from that time. The case, once cold, was suddenly alive with digital evidence. Sleuths compiled their findings into a detailed dossier. The next step was inevitable. They sent everything to the local police. The internet had connected a digital confession to a real-world tragedy. The hunt was over. The reckoning was about to begin. The line between online and offline had vanished. The police were soon flooded with tips and evidence from the internet. At first skeptical, they couldn't ignore the volume and detail. With a name, a face, and a confession, detectives reopened the cold case. They obtained the full stream, subpoenaed Marcus's info, and began their investigation. The day police got involved, Mark Plays vanished, videos deleted, account gone. But it was too late. The confession was everywhere. Days later, news crews filmed police escorting Marcus from his apartment in handcuffs. He looked tired, defeated. The digital ghost hunt had led to a real-world arrest. The internet's reach had become inescapable. The story's climax happened offline, but it started with a single unguarded moment online. In the aftermath, Marcus Hale's story became a cautionary tale. He was charged with leaving the scene of a fatal accident. His livestream confession was key evidence. His defense argued he was distressed, but the facts were too strong. Marcus pleaded guilty and was sentenced to years in prison. His life was changed by a few sentences spoken late one night. The case forced us to rethink privacy and confession in the digital age. Marcus's safe online space was never truly private. The internet's a public square and every word can echo forever. His viewers lost their quiet community, left to grapple with betrayal and complicity. The story revealed the strange intimacy and limits of online relationships. Ultimately, Marcus's saga is about the unstoppable power of information. A whispered confession became global justice for a forgotten tragedy. In a world where everyone has a platform, every word matters.